It's perp, and I think this is going to be a controversial video. I want to be clear that I'm not saying that Kang will be better than Thanos, but I'm asking the question, will Kang surpass Thanos as the best big bad? A lot is going on right now, you know what I'm saying, as far as Marvel. Some people are mixed with the direction and whatnot, but I feel like with them picking Jonathan Majors to be the next big bad is very interesting, when it first kind of got announced. And now we kind of see some of the seeds that are being planted and just who Kang the Conqueror is as a character and what it means for the overall cinematic universe, and why I think, in my opinion, Kang has a lot more going for him than Thanos. I still love Thanos as a villain. He's still one of my favorite Marvel MCU villains of all time. But looking back at it in hindsight, I wish they would have done more. The build-up was still dope, but I wish we kind of got more of Thanos in action earlier on. Just a little glimpse, little teases here and there. Because that's what it seems what they're doing with Kang's character, that we're getting introduced to his character right off the bat with Phase 5. We did get to see a variant of his, but he didn't really, you didn't see him throw no hands or anything, you know what I'm saying? And I'm glad that they're doing this, because if they waited till like Kang Dynasty to introduce you to Kang, it would have kind of felt weird. But now that we can kind of see him pop up kind of wherever, because he's this multiverse type of villain, that there could be multiple versions of him. That's going to be interesting, because I don't think they're going to be able to just snap him out of existence, because the stones are gone. So he's always going to be kind of lingering in the background. So whenever they get done doing what they're going to do with Jonathan Majors' character in this iteration, or just this phase, who's to say they can't bring him back like years later, because he's still young, you know what I'm saying? So they can always bring him back, or just have somebody else play Kang or something like that. And Jonathan Majors, to me, is the better overall actor compared to Josh Brolin. That's my opinion. His track record speaks for himself so far. He's been in multiple movies, has played multiple different roles. So this is definitely up his alley. But Jonathan Majors and just Kang as a overall villain are going to have a very uphill battle just to kind of, get to that iconic status that now Thanos has pretty much achieved, because they built up to his character. Now, a lot of people feel like the MCU is kind of being rushed into these like kind of phases. I definitely kind of feel that way, because I definitely expected Phase 4 to be a bit longer. I didn't expect to get Phase 5 so soon. But I think people get too caught up with the phases and stuff. It's just kind of letting you know where they want to go with certain movies and what it's building up towards. So I don't really put too much stock into that. But yeah, it's just going to be tough, unfortunately, for Jonathan Majors. And I think he's going to prove a lot of people wrong. And I think he's going to carry this shit. I definitely think he's going to carry this shit. When it's all said and done, when he's done Avengers 5 and 6, that's going to be really make or break it for Marvel. So that's a lot of pressure, and it doesn't seem like he's really too worried about it. It is what it is. Hopefully Marvel lets him just be a villain, just how they let Thanos be a villain and menacing. Just let Kang just be a villain. Don't try to redeem him or something like that. And you know what I'm saying, all that whack shit they've been doing with a lot of villains lately. just let him be a villain. And I think they will let him do his own thing, because it never seems like anytime Jonathan Majors takes a role, he feel his like talent is hindered. They always allow him to just go 110%, and it's going to be interesting. It's definitely going to be interesting. I'm excited just because the motives are not very clear yet, but you know it has something to do with time, and just Kang as a whole, that is very interesting, more than somebody that just wants to kind of snap half of the universe away. You know, that was a very simple but effective, you know, way of making yourself a formidable big bad. But a person that wants to control all time and just like that's kind of different. Like, you're talking about a person that just literally wants to play God, you know. So we'll have to see in February where they're going to take Kang's character. But I'm looking forward to Avengers 5, because I think that's going to be the movie that really is either going to solidify his character, or some people are just not going to mess with it. So overall, we'll have to just wait and see. That's all we'll have to do. I just am confident in saying yes, that Kang will be the better villain overall, just because we'll be able to get to see him more, which, that's, like I said, I wish they would have done that with Thanos, and we kind of got more of his character. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. How do y'all feel about this, you know, with everything and just how everybody feels about the MCU so far? Is it possible that Kang the Conqueror is really going to surprise a lot of people and kind of be bigger than people are expecting? Or do you think it's gonna flop? Let me know in the comments below. Until next time, I'm out. Peace.